besides being two of the most successful American comedians. Kevin Hart and Eddie Murphy are two moguls who have made a lot of money throughout their careers. But have you ever stopped to wonder about which of the two leads the most luxurious life? In this video, you will watch a close battle between Eddie Murphy versus Kevin Hart. So, now, let's go to fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allaboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Round 1. Mansion. When it comes to choosing a nice place to live with their families, the two comedians don't like to skimp, but who leads the most luxurious life? Kevin Hart, for example, is known that in 2015 he purchased a huge 26-acre plot of land in an exclusive gated community in Calabasas, and that's exactly where he decided to build his huge house that was completed in 2017. According to the posts on his Instagram, it was possible to get to know a little bit more of the place where he lives, since he is always sharing with his followers his daily routine and the happy moments with his family. It is possible to see that the interior of the estate is very spacious and cozy, with the floor made entirely on a wood base and the property also having large openings with glass, which ends up providing excellent natural lighting. According to some sources, the actor's home is about 9,600 square feet, being divided over 2 floors, more than enough space to house everything he and his wife need in order to live in great comfort. The TV room, for example, is very sophisticated, having a marble panel with a fireplace underneath, and comfortable gray sofas where Kevin can rest with his children. There is also a cinema with poofs and armchairs where his youngest children usually play. Other rooms of the mansion that Kevin has already shown on his Instagram are his office that has a wall adorned by many paintings, and even the couple's room that he made sure to show off on Valentine's Day. But there is no doubt that one of the environments that the actor most often shares with his followers is his gym, a place that he must spend a lot of time in. After all, it must not be easy at all to maintain his physical shape. Kevin's gym seems to be complete, being equipped with several weight training and also boxing devices, a sport he also likes to practice. The architecture of the place is very interesting, having several motivational phrases on the walls and also having huge windows with a view to the backyard of the house. Going outside, you can see that the place is stunning, possessing a gigantic space capable of housing everything he and his family might need. The site has some very green grass, where the actor has even shared moments in which he was walking a llama with a collar in his backyard. The pool area is one of the most beautiful places in the house, surrounded by sofas and sun loungers, having even a beautiful view of the mountains. There's also a space with a barbecue and pizza oven next to a stylish table with rocking armchairs for when they want a snack. And we can't forget the children's playground for his children to play in, where he also takes the opportunity to train outdoors. And there is no doubt that Kevin Hart and his family must live a great life in this mansion, being evident that he needed to spend a real fortune to build it. According to some sources, in order to buy the land and build the mansion from scratch, it is estimated that he needed to invest something around $5 million. Meanwhile, Eddie Murphy is not far behind at all. Ever since 2001, he has lived in a beautiful estate situated on a nearly 3.7-acre plot in Beverly Hills. The mansion has a large and imposing facade, being completely surrounded by beautiful gardens. Going into its interior, we can see that the rooms are very large and spacious, and have a very sophisticated decoration. Many areas have a color palette consisting of shades of champagne, and a mansion as large and luxurious as this could not fail to have rooms exclusive to homes of this size. There are, for example, a bowling alley and even a theater room equipped with comfortable armchairs. In all, the comedian's gigantic estate has around 32,000 square feet of floor space, being divided into 11 bedrooms and 17 exquisite bathrooms. However, on the external area of the house there is a beautiful pool with hot tub, in addition to having a lot of free space with some very green grass. And to get an idea of price, it is estimated that to build Eddie Murphy's mansion it was necessary to invest around $20 million, but that currently it is valued around $40 million. And because Murphy lives in a more expensive property, he easily takes this round. A point to him. Round 2. Cars. Both actors seem to really enjoy riding around in nice vehicles, but I wonder who has the most luxurious collection. Eddie Murphy, for example, has been seen in a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, a car well known for the way it opens its doors. The vehicle is equipped with an excellent engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, and it's no wonder that depending on the year and model, its price can exceed $220,000. Murphy has also been spotted in an Aston Martin DB9, an even more expensive sports car whose latest models can top $250,000. Upping the ante, he has also been seen with a Ferrari 599 GTB Fiorano, a beautiful vehicle from the famous Italian luxury sports car manufacturer. This Ferrari model is equipped with a powerful V12 engine, which makes it one of the fastest cars of the brand. And it's no wonder that its price is estimated at over $300,000. The comedian also owns a Rolls-Royce Wraith, a luxury car valued at around $350,000. The most expensive vehicle Eddie Murphy ever saw, on the other hand, was a Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe, a stunning convertible car made for true tycoons. The interior of the car has a super exquisite finish, which was to be expected when it comes to a car like this. And to enjoy all this luxury, depending on the year, it may be necessary to invest a small sum of $500,000. Kevin Hart, on the other hand, has been seen with dozens of vehicles, such as a $35,000 Fiat 600 convertible from 1967, a $40,000 Pontiac GTO from 1966, a $50,000 Grand Dollar National from 1987, a $55,000 Ford Bronco Custom 1993, a $60,000 Jeep Wrangler, a $65,000 Chevrolet Corvette C2, a $70,000 GMC Yukon, a $75,000 Chevrolet Camaro from 1966, a $80,000 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, a $90,000 Chevrolet Corvette convertible from 1959, a $95,000 Range Rover Vogue, a $100,000 Plymouth Barracuda from 1970, a $110,000 Mustang convertible from 1965, a $115,000 Mercedes-Benz S550, a $180,000 Mercedes-Benz G65 AMG, a $185,000 Mercedes-Benz Maybach, a $190,000 Mustang Eleanor from 1967, a $200,000 Porsche 911, a $220,000 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Edition, a $250,000 Ferrari 488 GTB, a $260,000 Ferrari 458 Spider. Raising the level of refinement and luxury even further, he even has a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a vehicle that emits sophistication, good taste, and comfort, which costs around $310,000. Going even more expensive, he has posted a photo in a Ferrari 488 Pista, one of the fastest cars made by Ferrari. The vehicle is powered by a V8 engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.7 seconds. And the price of a brand new model of this Ferrari can exceed the unbelievable sum of $350,000. But the most expensive car he was ever seen in was a Ferrari SF90, a supercar any person would dream of having one. The vehicle is equipped with a super V8 engine, capable of reaching a top speed of unbelievable 211 miles per hour. And maybe that's why a brand new model can cost over $600,000. And for having a larger and more imposing fleet of cars, Kevin Hart wins this round with effort to spare. A point to him. Round 3. Watches. Both seem to be very concerned with their outfits, with both not saving time to compose their look. They have even been seen with several expensive watches. Eddie Murphy, for example, has been seen with jewels like a $10,000 Cartier Santos Gold, a $15,000 Rolex Day-Date 1803, a $20,000 Cartier Pasha, a $35,000 Cartier Tank Française Paved Diamonds, a $55,000 Rolex Day-Date Yellow Gold, a $70,000 Ronde Cartier, a $90,000 Rolex Day-Date White Gold Diamond. Kevin Hart, for his part, has also been seen wearing some not-so-cheap watches, such as a $55,000 Rolex Day-Date 2, a $187,000 Patek Philippe 5270, a $220,000 Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Tourbillon Extra Thin Open-Worked, A $233,000 Patek Philippe Celestial 6102. A $239,000 Patek Philippe 5004P. A $275,000 Patek Philippe 5204. A $280,000 Patek Philippe 5271P. A $320,000 Patek Philippe 5976. A $340,000 Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711. And even an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Opal Wrought Double Blanc, an incredible watch with a transparent skeletonized dial, pink hour markers with luminous coating. And in order to own one of these, you can find it on the market costing around $375,000. And for having a much more expensive watch collection, Kevin Hart wins this round. Point to him. Round 4. Overspending. Being two such financially successful comedians, it's no surprise that they have more than enough money to buy anything they feel like. Kevin Hart, for example, likes to spend his money buying private jets. Some sources speculate that he once owned a Hawker 400 XP model aircraft, a mid-sized twin-engine executive aircraft. The interior of the jet has the capacity to carry up to 8 passengers with great comfort, which can be noticed by observing the photos that Kevin Hart shares on social networks. However, during one of his trips, the actor got really scared when one of the tires of the aircraft exploded, even thanking God when it all turned out okay. And the price to own an aircraft of this model can reach about $2,500,000. As for cruising on the high seas, Kevin has been spotted on luxury super yachts. One of the ships used by the actor was the one known as Shambhala. It is a yacht model Azimuth 100, manufactured by the Italian company Azimuth Yachts. The 100-feet-long vessel is equipped inside with 6 cabins that are able to accommodate up to 11 passengers, offering plenty of luxury and comfort for all who go on board. Going to the outside of the yacht, there is an excellent area to enjoy the sea breeze and to sunbathe, having even a jacuzzi. And of course, in order to enjoy all this luxury, it is necessary to disburse a lot of money. To have an idea of price, the boat is evaluated around $5 million, but it is believed that Kevin probably rented this yacht in order to enjoy some days with his family and may have paid around $60,000 per week. Eddie Murphy, on the other hand, prefers to spend his money on real estate. Back when Eddie Murphy was married to model Nicole Mitchell, he used to live in a gigantic 2.5-acre estate in Granite Bay, California. A house so luxurious it looks more like a palace. By observing its facade alone, it is possible to imagine how exquisite its interior must be. Going through the main door, we find the huge and exquisite living room, which has a double-height ceiling and floor-to-ceiling windows that offer a beautiful view and excellent natural lighting. Although the mansion was built in 1998, the property is in no way outdated, even boasting a super luxurious decor that will probably never go out of style. In all, the interior of the property has about 12,600 square feet of built area, featuring 7 bedrooms and 11 spacious bathrooms. The mansion also features several interesting rooms, such as a game room with several arcade machines, a fully equipped weight room, and a cinema room with comfortable armchairs. The outdoor area is one of the places that stand out in this property, because there is a lot of free space with a spectacular view of nature. There is, for example, a guest house to receive visitors, a sports court, a barbecue area, and a stunning and huge infinity pool with a hot tub. And according to some sources, Eddie Murphy sold the property in 2007 for about $6,100,000, which is not a very high amount if you take into account all the luxury that this estate has to offer. Another property that Murphy once owned was a large mansion known as Bubble Hill, the same name as one of his songs. Located in the town of Englewood in New Jersey, this huge mansion sits on a nearly 4-acre plot of land, a site completely surrounded by greenery. Right at the entrance of the property, there is a beautiful staircase, which gives access to its exquisite interior. The mansion is equipped with a variety of rooms capable of impressing anyone, such as a cinema, a piano room, a professional recording studio, a games room with a pool table, an indoor swimming pool with a hot tub, a gourmet kitchen with state-of-the-art appliances, a dining room with a table for 14 guests, a garage with a capacity for 5 cars, and even a fully automated bowling alley with 2 lanes. In all, the property has about 25,000 square feet of built area, divided into over 32 rooms, including 6 bedrooms and over 10 bathrooms. And according to what was reported in the media, Eddie Murphy sold this property in 2012 to singer Alicia Keys. It is speculated that the value of the transaction was around the $12 million mark. In the 1980s, Eddie Murphy had another residential complex in his extensive real estate portfolio. It was located in Beverly Hills, California. The property has undergone major structural renovations and gained additional neighboring land over time, forming an impressive 14-acre lot today. The property currently features a 20,000 square foot main house with a facade decorated by a wall with a vertical garden, a 7,000 square foot Moroccan-style guest house, an extremely exquisite and well-planned stable for 5 horses, including a rustic living area with brick walls, a beautiful riding arena, refreshed by a waterfall right next door, all in addition to a great tennis court that even has an area to watch the games. This huge complex was once home to famous pop singer Cher from the mid-1970s until 1988, when it was sold for $5,900,000 to Eddie Murphy. He renovated the property and expanded the accommodations before selling 7 years later for $4 million. Today, the residential complex is valued at over $69 million, a truly unbelievable value. And for the fact that he does more luxury spending, the one who wins this round is Eddie Murphy. A point to him. 5th round. Net worth. Being considered 2 of the greatest comedians of their generations, there is no doubt that they have made a lot of money throughout their careers. For Eddie Murphy, for example, the amount of money he received for each production would grow at the same rate as his name became more and more known in the film industry. On Saturday Night Live, for example, he started out getting paid just $4,500 per episode, a figure that increased to $30,000 the following year. From then on, things started to get much better, and Murphy's salary increased exponentially. It is estimated that he received about $200,000 for 48 hours, $1 million for Best Defense, $8 million for Coming to America, $14 million for Beverly Hills Cop, $16 million for The Nutty Professor, $17,500,000 for Dr. Dolittle, $20 million for Pluto Nash, and up to $60 million for Nutty Professor 2. However, in order to dub the character Donkey in Shrek, it is estimated that he has earned, adding up all the films from the franchise, almost $20 million. And the amounts he received didn't stop there. In 2019, it came out in the press that Eddie Murphy was closing a contract with Netflix worth $70 million. And all this wealth received by the actor is the result of the gigantic financial returns that his films bring. To give you an idea, Murphy is considered one of the highest-grossing actors in film history, having films that have together grossed over $7 billion worldwide. And while no one knows for sure what his net worth is, some sources estimate that currently, at the peak of his 61 years of age, Eddie Murphy has an estimated net worth of over $200 million. Meanwhile, Kevin Hart is not far behind at all. With his stand-up shows alone, for example, he can fill auditoriums with thousands of paying spectators, making up to millions of dollars in just one performance. It is estimated that adding all the concerts of his last tour, Kevin earned more than $70 million. His film revenue, on the other hand, is undoubtedly the source of a large part of his assets. It is speculated that he receives a starting salary of at least $10 million per film, an amount that could increase greatly if it ends up becoming a blockbuster. One of his most commercially successful films, for example, was Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle, a production that grossed almost $1 billion, which even led to the making of its Part 2, Jumanji Next Level, where it also had an excellent grossing of $800 million. And with the success of the film, the actor probably has raised his fee quite a bit. And if you add up all his sources of income throughout his career, including his companies that employ dozens of people, it is a fact that Kevin Hart has already amassed a huge net worth. To get an idea of his net worth, some sources speculate that the actor has already amassed a net worth of over $400 million. And since he's estimated to have nearly double his opponent's wealth, Kevin Hart takes this round by a landslide. Point to him. At the end of this battle, we have 2 points for Eddie Murphy against 3 points for Kevin Hart, making him the victor of this fight. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, make sure to write down below your best justification. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.